And then like the second episode, you learn that 7 Quincy's killed 116 Soul Society members.
Hello and welcome
To At First Glance,
I'm Dankson.
I'm Eric's.
Today's episode is about Biggity Bleach.
Bleach.
Bleach is back.
Bleach.
Let's get into it with the art. The art is at an 8 for me. I love Bleach. I've always loved Bleach. And I hope that I always continue to love Bleach. And I love Bleach's art. I think they bumped it up from before. I can see some little details here and there. Everyone's changed too. So like everyone's older. They have they look a little like different.
Yeah, they look more mature.
I like the art. Bleach is dope. The art is dope, especially now with all the blood and the gore. What'd you get for the art?
The art, I gave it a 9.
A 9.
Yeah. It's so good.
Oh, good.
I would put original Bleach at an 8, and then I seen this. Dude, I'm like a kid in a candy store with all these new animes. With they're upgrading their art, their stories. They're kicking off like the first couple episodes. Everybody's kicking off with a war, and
People are dying like the first 10 seconds.
It's amazing. But I know what you're saying. The highlights of the characters, like the highlights of the art it's upgraded. And then, the shadows, everything, the smoothness.
They're doing a lot of black and gray with like scenes in between, like little, what are they called? Like transition scenes. It's like black and gray. There's a lot of scenes that are like kind of, really dark when they're showing all the Soul Reaper captains and they're all standing there.
Yeah.
It's kind of dark and it's like.
There's a little less saturation to the color, which is cool. Stop looking at my notes.
You nuts?
Get your own brain.
Yeah.
I've
like
even noticed. The cinematography has gotten a lot better with the angles and how they're using the camera angle as a piece of the art, which is great.
Yeah, fuck yeah. The art is awesome. Now to the music.
The music, I gave it a 9.
What? What?
I'm fanboying over this Bleach. I'm sorry.
You baby.
Whatever. So I don't know if you noticed, but one of the first couple songs that was played in the anime, not intro or outro, was one of the older songs they used in the old episodes. It's a song that they've used since like the beginning.
I think I know what you're talking about.
The intro, like everything was pink and black. It had like this really cool like theme to it. Very MGK of them. It worked. It was cool.
Yeah, I put the music at an 8. I think the music is fine. All of these new animes, My Hero, Bleach, not that they're new, but the newer seasons, Demon Slayer, all that. They're all up in their game up with their intros, their art, their illustration.
They're killing it.
Their music. They're all killing it. So, I've always liked Bleach's music. It's been fine and it's still fine. I got it at an 8. Pretty good. We're both fanboys actually. I love Bleach.
I love Bleach.
Ooh! Onto the voice acting.
Voice acting, I give it an 8. Obviously, familiar voices that we've all known. But I've noticed, like, when one of the Quincy dudes got his arm cut off by the leader, Quincy, I don't know his name yet. He cut his arm off, and like the screaming,
he like blew it off.
Yeah, the screaming and like the exaggeration of like everyone, their emotions. They're just. I feel like the voice acting is even getting better as well.
I got the voices at an 8 too.
Yeah,
I agree. I think. I mean, they're familiar characters, at least as the Soul Reapers and everybody. Yeah, I think the voices are cool. I like how the Quincy's sound like pompous and like
German.
Like,
it's very cool.
Like they're all from like a private school.
Yeah,
the voices are fine. I got it at 8 too.
It's time for the story, baby.
It's time for the story. The story so far with 4 episodes, I have it at an 8. It started off with a war, starting off with the Quincy's declaring war on Soul Society, wanting to get revenge for 200 years prior to when the Soul Reapers tried to kill, like genocide all of the Quincy's. So, they're back, which is understandable. The Quincy's have kind of been like a mystery in Bleach up, this far. And I think I really like how they're going into the Quincy's now. It's all a mystery in a sense of like their powers and like what exactly they can do. They're pretty much like a hard counter to Soul Reapers. They can just take their Bankai, just take their powers. So it'll be interesting to see how the Soul Reapers combat that, because all you have is Ichigo. He's the only one that has excelled to a point where he seems he can handle it. I don't know who else is going to really mess with him. Everyone's going to have a power scaling,
Are your knuckles so big?
Yeah, but you always get your knuckles with poop because they protrude out. But I think it's awesome. I think the Quincy's are exactly where they need to go. I think Ishida is going to clap some because he's a Quincy, but he's not like them in the sense of...
I feel like he's going to have a internal conflict with siding with his Quincy clan or... helping his friends.
I love the gore. I think Bleach stepped it up and made it a little, bumped up the
absolutely
the violence a little bit, which is fine.
It's needed.
It's needed, especially for a show like this. And especially, you have demons or hollows, and you have things like this, and you're competing visually with other.
That's another point. Did you notice that the hollows got an upgrade as visual, like a visual standpoint?
Yeah, they upgraded the illustration of the hollows. They look cooler. It's still like the Bleach style.
When you see Ichigo in the crew, that whole scene on top of the building top, that whole scene was mind blowing to me. It was insane. I was like all giddy.
It had like that crab.
Yeah,
it was like a crab or spider
with the one eye
thing. Yeah,
insane.
Yeah, they've stepped up the violence on it. They stepped up the creatures, which they really have to, because you have Demon Slayer with the creatures and the demons going really, really hard on like the depravity of the monsters. So
you're not only going to have the hollows to fight, but you're going to have Quincy's to deal with too.
Yeah. You have hollows and you have Quincy's who are taking over Arrancar.
So I'm interested in what the Quincy are thinking, because there's supposed to be a balance between hollows and spirits. And everything has to have a balance between the soul society and the living world. They said that when the Quincy kill them, it eliminates their soul completely, and it kind of disrupts the balance between the souls. So I'm kind of like interested to see where that's going to go entirely at the end of the story. Yeah, because if you kill too many souls, then they were saying that both worlds will pretty much collapse.
Yeah, they'll merge, like the soul society will merge into the human world, and then
it might get destroyed.
They said it would just like implode or whatever.
Yeah,
you have a lot of characters and personalities within the captains, and right now they haven't even said a word. They're just sitting, standing there taking orders, and I like that. It shows the severity of the situation. They're not even cracking jokes.
No.
Or anything. Kampachi's not like, nah, I got you, which I like. I think this is awesome. I love this. I love the first couple episodes.
I don't even think I got to my story. I gave the story an 8.5.
Nice.
Obviously, I've been explaining myself throughout your
It's okay, baby.
little scoring system over there.
Little.
Ichigo kicked Eburn off his bed. Into his face, which is awesome.
He's like, I didn't hear that. What did you say? It's like,
get off my bed. Yeah, so there's cool like comic relief, but it's super serious, which is great. A lot of animes need to start getting a little more serious, less fillers.
Baruto.
And then like the second episode, you learn that 7 Quincy's killed 116 Soul Society members, it's insane. 7 is less than 116 if you don't know math.
They also don't even know like what they're really capable of, because in the first episode it was a surprise to them that they stole the Bankai.
There's a lot going on too. It wasn't just like we're gonna tiptoe around this war arc.
Yeah, it's awesome that Bleach is one of the top OGs of anime, at least around like in America and stuff, and obviously in Japan, but you have Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball. Those are like the big boys, and I'm really glad to see that Bleach is coming back and they're not it up, and they're coming back swinging. I think this will get people to like Bleach that maybe didn't give it a chance or didn't even watch it or
never finished it. Yeah,
there's a lot to Bleach, but this I think will bring in a lot of audience that they might not have had.
Everything's looking good for anime this year. I'll tell you that. We're gonna be eating good, boy.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing lots of videos on it.
So there's a lot to look forward to with not only Bleach but a lot of the other animes as well. The war arcs are obviously the best, and like a Naruto, those were one of the best scenes.
Yeah, it's a good time to like anime.
I can't wait to see more.
Yeah, baby.
If you guys want to hear us babble about some other animes that you really recommend, comment it, old, new, whatever. Just make sure it's good. If it's not, I'm calling you out.
Yeah, we're gonna call you up and then call the cops on you.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment,
ring the bell.
Ring that bell.
And watch all of our videos.
See you guys next time. Cat? Meow.